Hey, welcome back. Are you one of those people who skips breakfast? Then this next guest may have some great news for you.
That's right. Skipping breakfast may actually be an easy way to increase our fat-burning metabolism. Gary Watson, author of Wake the Fork Up, joins us now. Gary, we've all heard the saying, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You're going to give us reasons why we should be skipping it?
Exactly correct. You know, I've had the pleasure of helping thousands of people get the body of their dreams by supercharging their metabolism over the last 25 years. And I've been able to do that despite the fact that 93% of Americans still believe breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And I'm here to tell you, it's just not true, especially if you're an adult and you're holding extra fat on your body.
And
so you have 3 reasons, right?
There are 3 reasons. Reason number 1, our hormones actually require an extended fasting period on a regular basis to maximize fat burning. Number 2, we know that we have an intellectual eating window. What this means is from the time we start eating to the time we finish eating, by simply shortening that window, I can increase your weight loss by up to 30%.
Wow.
And reason number 3, let's face it, less time spent in the eating zone equals less time to sabotage. I don't know about you guys, but if I have to wake up every morning and look at that plate of pancakes, it's hard for me to just say no.
Absolutely. And does that even go for snacks, say in the later morning? I mean,
That's
you can't
a
even have
great question. Ideally, we want to make sure that we're only having black coffee, unsweetened tea, and or water before we start our intellectual eating window, because none of these 3 items will actually trigger a hormonal response that puts you into your intellectual eating window.
That's
Wow.
it's easy to remember. Now, do each of us kind of have like a unique metabolism? Does this work for everyone?
You know, it does work for everyone, but we all have a different metabolic type.
Yeah.
It's either one of 3 categories. So what works for you may not work for Alex, may not work for me, our sister, our brother,
Yeah.
etc. You need to discover what your unique metabolic type is, and then this will declare what your eating window is and the food you should consume.
And Gary, you have an easy way for us to actually figure that out and remember it, right?
Right. Fork. F. For definitely fast each and every day. O. Own your nutrition. You have a unique metabolic type, and only you are responsible for that. The R is for the right exercises. There's a Better Burn exercise series. And K, keep it simple yet specific. Our specific goals are to burn lots of fat.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Me too.
Now, getting down to that right exercise, you're also saying there's an easier way to burn the fat when we're exercising that people may not be even doing.
Correct. This is what I call our Better Burn exercises, and I'd love to demonstrate some
Sure.
of them for you.
Absolutely.
Basically, the Better Burn effect gives us an ability to burn calories post-exercise, which is where the real magic happens.
Okay.
This first movement is called the Jumping Jack Flash. I call it the Mick Jagger because nobody brings more energy to the stage than Mick Jagger, and nothing brings more energy to your fat burning than this movement.
Okay.
It looks like this.
Wow. Whoa. That's like jumping jacks times
To
10.
the next level.
Right. But that little movement done for 20 to 30 seconds, integrated into any training system, will definitely help us to trigger a better burn effect.
Yes.
Another movement that we can do, if you'd like to help
Yes.
demonstrate,
Okay.
Maria, if you just hang on to this, take a nice wide base,
Yep.
is we're going to do a Wake the Fork Up warrior squat row. That means I'm going to drop down. As I come up, I'm going to take 4 seconds to squeeze that band. That's
I'm
right.
getting
You're
the
gonna
workout on
keep
this
those
side, too.
that core engaged to make sure I don't pull you. Just by manipulating this movement and adding a squat, again, we get our better burn effect.
And I love all of these because so far we have only, implemented one tiny thing into this. It's not like we had to buy some big, bulky exercise thing.
Exactly right. This routine can be done from any place, anywhere, anytime.
And you don't need another person. You can just hook it onto something, right?
You can definitely just hook this onto anything.
Yeah, or just call me over. I'll hold it for you.
Right.
So we've got, of course, when we should be eating, finding your unique, metabolic, personal, when you should be eating, what you should be eating. How do we find all that? Where can we get some more information in your book?
That's a great question. I'm actually giving away a free metabolic typing test right now for your viewers. It's for a limited time. They just head to waketheforkup.com, They can get that metabolic type test. It's very simple. It's a 30-second test, and I can tell them what their metabolic type is.
Perfect. Gary, people can have as much energy as you have if they just follow your instructions.
That is exactly correct.
That's
my friend.
wonderful. Thank you so much for coming on and enlightening us and giving us all these tips and these wonderful exercises.
Thank you.
Come back anytime. And to learn more about Gary Watson and his book, you can call 312-636-5279 or log on to waketheforkup.com.